Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everybody. Thank you for joining me for another game of this beautiful game we call Magic. I'm MTG Strategist. This is my second stream. If you were here yesterday, you saw me kind of fumble around with it, kind of getting the hang of it. Did it once, now I feel like a pro. Gonna continue on. Today we're playing the same deck, Bullies. The link for this deck is under mtgstrategist.com. It's my latest deck tech. So if you want to pull that up, you can play along. Give me your opinions. Give me your help. But let's get right into it. Yesterday we did well. We weren't up against a particularly difficult matchup. We played up against Dinosaurs. Dinosaurs, yeah, they took us. It went to 3 games, which was good, but they kind of got mana screwed in the 3rd game, so it was a little. It's kind of sad. Well, you know, it wasn't like the best knockdown drag out fight that I've ever had, so but hopefully this one is more devastating. Off to a good start. Yes, we will go first. That's not just tell me to mulligan. Say you never keep a 1-lander. Mulligan. Okay. Okay, we got all 3 of our colors. We got something to play. We can keep this. It's kind of a slow. Yeah, you're going on bottom. Yeah. It's kind of a slow start, but it is what it is. But this deck does pack a lot of power. It's got a lot of creatures that are that's why it's called Bullies. A lot of creatures that, you know, are irritating to see. Not Dusk Legion Zealot, but Dusk Legion Zealot's in there to draw us a card. And look, draws us a land. So now we can pull. The Field of Ruin is the perfect card for for this deck. It does 2 things. First of all, we're going to kill that if near Deadlands. Let's play that. So I've grown to despise if near Deadlands. Yeah. Let's get rid of you. Yeah. And now we'll pull up. Let's see, what do we need? Well, we have another Field of Ruin. So I'll go and pull up my second mountain that I need for Glorybringer. Get that out of the way. Let's get that and then we'll use the next Field of Ruin to pull up a second swamp. We have some, you know, Vraska's Contempt. Oh, are we up against? I'm curious if we are up against some sort of control-y type deck. All right, so what we'll do is, all right, so I'll go ahead and pull up. I'm going to kill this one. I'm pull up a second forest so I can get this Jade Light Ranger out. Oh, I might have done that wrong. Yeah, I did that wrong. It's okay. So that was kind of a poor play on my part. Kind of left myself just hanging out there. I could have had my Dire Fleet Poisoner on hand if I had not used my one swamp, but I was so excited to kill their submerged boneyard that I just threw it out there like that. So I think we're hitting probably the control. See, it doesn't get any better than that. So let's play Jade Light Ranger first because I want to see how control-y their deck is. I know I can get Glorybringer out, but you know, Okay, so we still get to explore. Do we want that? Let's put it in the graveyard. So I think we can risk the Glorybringer on the next turn. Especially playing around Censor, we have Rootbound Crag now that can keep us. Okay. Metallurgic Summonings. Okay, it's going to be one of those days. So now what was happening was they were holding back their Fire and Damnation to get Metallurgic Summonings out. So now they have all their spells they can cast. Luckily, we get to sneak out our. So they probably have a ton of draw spells, but luckily we have Fatal Push, we have Dire Fleet Poisoner, we have Gifted Aetherborn there for kind of installed removal. So whatever monster they put out there is getting Fatal Pushed. Plain and simple. So I'm going to swing in, let them cast. Yeah, that's the plan. So I'm going to swing in. They're going to cast, probably some awful. Okay, Glimmer Genius, that's not bad. So the question is, do we attempt to get Vraska's Relic out there and destroy their Metallurgic Summonings? Five cards in hand, blue mana up. It is ill-advised. But it's not going to get any better. I think it's okay to risk this. Hopefully they have like Essence Scatter or something. But I'm assuming a Negate's going to come out or Oh, wait a minute. Get out. So I'm going to... If I plus up, I can chump block. Give them time to get Vraska's Contempt up. Nah, we got to destroy that. That thing is a menace. So, yeah. It's worth it. Oh, but I almost forgot we got the treasure now. So I'm going to destroy that with Beautiful. Beautiful. So we kneecapped him. It's turn 7, you know. I'm assuming we're not going to get too much out there. I guess they're more removal than control. Okay. I can deal with that. Oh, lovely. Okay, so we're going to get in for 4 more. We'll get all of our other creatures out there. So, yeah. Let's swing in. Attack him. So, what we can do... I think we kill their Metallurgic Summonings again. I think that's the play. We got them down so far in life. And then we get these guys out there. See if he counters. Cool. And we're okay with that because we got Homeboy here. And we can flash in this Dire Fleet Poisoner at the end of our turn. Yeah, we want him on top. We like our Fatal Push in this matchup. So let's see what other evil things they have out there. We're definitely going to put some more Naturalize. We're going to sideboard Naturalize in. That Metallurgic Summonings cannot be allowed to remain on the battlefield. You let it get away from you, especially if it comes out early in the game. It can really swamp the board. So we'll just let them think about the choices they've made in their life leading up to this point. Okay, we're going to Boneyard Parlay, and I suddenly, Jay Underwood 3, I suddenly like you a lot more. Boneyard Parlay is one of those cards you don't see that often. Opponent separates those cards into 2 piles. Put all cards from the pile of your choice. The rest in there. Okay, so he's going to try to get back one of his... I've never really done this. Did he do that to me? Separate cards into piles. Click a card to move it. And click OK to continue. Let's go. Okay, I think that's a good mix. We're really... Okay. Okay, we'll try that. I think the Boneyard... Okay. So disallow. Okay. So we have a Fatal Push, which we can sack this treasure, kill that guy. And then swing in with both. So let's do that. So he fatal push mine in response, and I'm okay with that. Which I definitely not gonna exert this guy. All right, we're just gonna pass turn and see what he does. So he's got a lot of cards in hand. It'd be, I mean, we might as well flash in this. See if we can sneak in a kill. I'm assuming it's going to get disallowed, but with control players, people playing, he didn't disallow that? Oh, he fatal pushed it. Okay. That's fine. So let's Chupacabra. Actually, let's see if we can just swing in for the kill first. See if we can end the game. If he has a, you know, Vraska's Contempt or something, exile my guy. Yeah. Cool. Now we can Chupacabra in, because at last look all he had was, I think all of his, oh, essence, oh, yeah. So I think, well, I have a tendency with control players to play kind of feed their pile. You know, yeah, this isn't working out for us. But luckily, you know, they have 3 life left. Okay, they got him more card draw. But I think the naturalize in this setup is going to help us out quite a bit. If we get another land, we'll attempt a cathartic reunion. I don't think it's gonna go, because you know, they probably have a handful of control, but it's what we got. So yeah. So now they're going to attack us 16 times with our own Dusk Legion Zealot, which is more like, you know, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself? But what can you do? Hieroglyphic Illumination is what they just reveal. Let's see what they're, yeah, just more card draw. So hopefully they have another Metallurgic Summonings, because, I mean, death by 1,000 cuts in a control match is fine. I mean, we have to get one creature out, basically. Although I would give him kudos for jeez. Yeah, we have enough for everything. I'm just gonna pass turn. So I mean, maybe they have a Torment of Hellfire or something in there that, I mean, what I need is okay, there we go. So let's get a maybe we force him to burn a counter spell, or that's what we got. But I really like Metallurgic Summonings decks because they capitalize on two things: the card draw spells, and then all the counter spells. They just become so that's interesting. So he did not negate. He played a removal, which makes me think he has more, like I said, more removal than control. Or maybe just doesn't have that in his hand right now. Which means getting Vraska out there might be a good idea. Alright, what's happening next? This is like the worst case scenario where you're top decking and your opponent has 5 cards in hand and every island untapped. It's Torment to Hellfire probably. I mean, Boneyard Parlay again. See, that's actually a good combo right there. So, yeah. Let's do that. Yeah. I think they made their comeback. So let's get in there. So what do they got up now? They have 7, 8, 9. Yeah, they got more than enough. So unless we pull something miracle card, which we didn't, we can concede and bring in, let's see, will this work? No. So let's bring in Naturalize. Let's bring in some Duress because nothing satisfies me more than duressing the heck out of a control player. Do we need more removal? No, Fatal Push can handle most of the load. Dust Legion Zealot, yeah. Let's get rid of the Dire Fleet Poisoners. One Jade Light Ranger. I don't think it's awesome in this setup. Ravenous, yes, yes. One Dust Legion Zealot. And we'll just keep one Journey to Eternity in there. Alright, let's try that. Hey, welcome Chuckwagon MTG. So, for those out there in Streamland, Chuckwagon MTG is the gentleman, the business, the content creator that I build decks for. You got to give him credit for pulling me into the fold because I don't really make like especially normal decks. Yeah, kind of odd ones, but Chuck, I appreciate you. Appreciate your guidance and content creation, and hopefully I'll be playing your decks, the decks that we build together, very soon up here. Let's see, let's go with this guy, get a little card draw in. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna Deadeye Tracker. Well, I wonder if he does that just to me. So you could tell his whole thing is, you know what? I'm still gonna kill his Ifnir Deadlands again. I think that was a good choice. You know why? Because I don't like Ifnir Deadlands. I'm gonna get a force because I need to play my Vraska Relic Seeker. Yeah, so Chuck pulled me off the streets, the dirty underground of blogging, and said, "You make weird decks. You want to make weird decks for me?" And then we joined forces. I'm going to, you know what? I'm gonna see if he. Counters this. I'm assuming they're waiting to counter stuff until they get all the Metallurgic Summonings out, but it's good to burn a couple of them right now. This is a tricky. So this deck, you know, I don't think anyone, like I said yesterday, I don't think anyone especially enjoys playing against control decks, not especially. And if you are, you're kind of a sick person. So what I'm doing is trying to force them to, you know, he's going to play Boneyard Parlay, but I'm trying to force him to use as many counter spells as possible. It's not the greatest plan in the world, but it's what I got. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Alright, so his Ifnir Deadlands is just sitting there now waiting to kill everything. Not super happy about that. They're waiting to kill stuff. Okay. Let's try to get our Vraska out there. Hopefully we've milked his hand of all counter spells, and he's, oh, maybe not. Oh, yes. Ha 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 ha! Vraska! So now all his stuff is creature removal, he does have Vraska's Contempt. So what do? Do you destroy? Yeah, let's destroy Search for Azcanta, because I'm not above being petty in these games. Okay, so now we can start, at least we can start making creatures without them getting countered. You know, I watch this other guy named Behind Eyes Gaming. So when he plays, he complains incessantly about how he's unable to play around counter spells. And I kind of have the same thing. I'm more of a brute force person. I like to bash my head against the door, and but you know what? I don't like I don't like your Torrential Gear Hulk. I don't like him. I'm not gonna do it. But he'll get a draw spell out of it. Jay Underwood, if you're watching this in the afterplay, I have to tell you that I really do like your deck. All my trash talking is more in admiration. Why'd you have to go and be mean like that? Well, I was kind of waiting for it. At least I got a pirate, right? That would be funny if his next spell was to kill my pirate. Oh, God bless you, Glorybringer. Glorybringer, bringing the glory. The deck is just handing me the answers. But keep in mind, last game we got him down to what? 3 or 4 before his deck caught on. And he started whooping up on me pretty hard. So let's go and swing in. You know, it's funny because I put Torrential Gear Hulk. Too bad I can't. Well, he can block one. He'll block my pirate, but he can't block the Glorybringer. Can't block that Glorybringer. So, oh yeah, when I was building this deck, oh, Vraska's Contempt, I forgot. Yeah, yep. Such a well built deck. What? Oh, he wants it in the so he wants that in the graveyard, so he can Boneyard parlay it later. God, loving his deck. That's a yes. Yeah, you can't shy away from the control players. Except with Torrential Gear Hulk, I've noticed that a lot of them try to throw it out there. Okay, he's gonna take my Angrath. God, I love this deck. Sorry. So right now he's stealing my Angrath, and he's going to cast it right now because it costs 5. He's got 5 up. He's gonna take control of my J-Light Ranger, attack me with it, and then force me to or then he'll sacrifice it. You know, I'd say his deck is so much better because of my deck. You know, he's using my great ideas against me. Oh, that wasn't it. Okay. See, what's my... Swinging in, dude. Like I said, nothing makes me happier than dressing a control player. But I think we're so far behind on this. Yeah, we're so far behind that I don't think we're gonna make it back. But I love this pirate, right? Oh. So yeah, we gotta attack Angrath. So we're gonna attack Angrath because we bring him down to 3. If he wants to take control of my J-Light Ranger, he has to kill Angrath, which he might want to do that. It's a good play on him, but my little one menacing pirate there can... Okay, he didn't want to do it. But he should swing in on this one. I know he had like 1 land. He probably drew another land. No, probably not. Oh yeah, Ifnir Deadlands. Here it comes. Oh, I hate you, Ifnir Deadlands. I told you. A bloody menace. Alright, Dusk Legion Zealot, right when you need it. You think, man, you know what I need right now? A Dusk Legion Zealot. Oh. Yeah. Yeah. He's gonna take control of me and lose it. What to do? Yeah. I have to get rid of the Torrential Gear Hulk, right? And then I'll swing at... Oh, I can't even do it. I don't even have the right mana. Okay. You know what? It's okay. Yeah, I don't even have the right mana. Okay. I'm going through the stages of grief now where I realize that it's not going to work out for me. Okay. I'm okay with that. So right now he should take control of my Jade Light Ranger, swing in for 8. Yeah. It, you know, oh, he's making me discard it. Such a good deck. Alright. I did punch him in the eye a couple times. But once this deck that he made, you know, takes, you know, kicks in, let's not give him anything to... Did he draw a counter spell? Oh. Yeah, it's fine. Now we just sit here. Wait for him to ultimate his, or my own Angrath. Oh. Field of Ruin, what do we need? Let's put another... You know what? I could really use another mount, or another swamp. So I think he's going to Field of Ruin something every time to thin out the decks. Yeah, see, this is the good move. Yeah. God bless you, Jay Underwood. Angrath. The Flame Chained. Always underutilized. Yeah, I got nothing. Alright, that's it. This ends our beautiful game. Let me give him a... Oh. Thank you so much for joining me and watching me die a miserably painful death. But what did we learn? We need to maybe alter the deck for maybe a little bit faster in the early game, a little more card draw. So I'll take a look at that and see if I can come up with something that will help us get this deck to the next level. I think it's almost there. Once again, my name is MTG Strategist. Feel free to find me on Facebook, Twitter. Also, brought to you by Chuckwagon MTG. Look him up. Great pack cracking, deck building son of a gun from Michigan. So he's always looking at new and innovative ways to entertain you with this game. But thank you so much for joining me, and we'll see you again soon.